Question: what was the supernatural event concerning the gun that killed Billy the Kid? Answer: first I'll tell you about the gun. Near midnight, on July 14, 1881, Sheriff Pat Garrett shot dead Billy the Kid in the Fort Sumner, New Mexico Territory bedroom of town owner Peter Maxwell. Instantly, Garrett's revolver became the most famous firearm in the Old West. It was a Colt single-action revolver, caliber .44-40, with a 7.5-inch barrel and serial number 55093, so publicized that the 55093 alone identifies it to aficionados. The 55093 was inherited by Garrett's youngest son, Jarvis, who ultimately sold it to a dealer, who himself then sold it to a Texas collector. That's when something beyond rational explanation happened. The tale was told to me by now deceased Jim Earl, himself a prominent 20th century Old West memorabilia collector living in Texas. Jim contacted the new owner of the 55093 and found out that he was interested in selling it. So Jim and his wife Teresa made the long drive to the collector's house. They all spent much time trying to negotiate the price, but the Earls finally left, feeling the price was too high. By then, their drive back home was late and in darkness. On the way, Teresa said to Jim, "This is a chance of a lifetime. We can't let it go." So they turned around and drove back to the cellar. By then, it was so late that the man and his wife had been in bed, but in his pajamas, the seller completed the transaction. It was only when Jim Earl was writing his check for the 55093 that he realized the date was July 14th and the time was near midnight. After Jim Earl died, the 55093 was sold at auction to an anonymous buyer for over $6 million.